Hi everyone, Cari here, and thanks for joining me on another episode of Testing Tidbits. In this video, I am sharing 10 tips to help you ace your HR exam. You're preparing to take your exam and you're overwhelmed. I know, I've been there, I get it. This is why I've compiled a list of tips to help you prepare to ace your exam. The first tip is to be honest about your learning style. Adult learning is very different from the way that children learn. Many of us may learn better in person, some of us may learn better from self-studying, and some of us may learn by going at our own pace without any instruction. Either way, be honest with yourself about how you best learn, and this will increase your chances of success on this exam. The next tip is to prepare in advance. Don't try to cram. Allow yourself 3 to 4 months to prepare for this exam. Cramming will cause you to feel overwhelmed and anxious. And I want you to know that the average test taker studies for about 100 hours. The next tip is to check in. If you have a study group or you are attending a class weekly, make sure you show up. You don't want to miss too many of these opportunities to connect and get too far behind in the material. The next tip is probably the most important. Take practice exams. This is the best way to cement your knowledge of the content that you are studying. You cannot skip out on these. I want you to focus on those areas that you are not doing well in. The next tip is to be flexible. You will always have pressing priorities, but be gentle with yourself. Push your exam date back if you need to, but don't wait too late to test. The next tip is to set the date. I know this sounds contradictory to the previous tip, but set the date. Schedule that exam. It is not real until you put a date on the calendar, and without that date, you are more likely to put off studying. The next tip is to allocate study time. Put time on the calendar to study. I want you to block out at least 1 to 2 hours each day to dedicate to your studies. The next tip is to diversify your studies. Don't stick to reading every single day. Use flashcards, use audio, watch videos, and take those practice exams. The next tip is to overcommunicate. Set out your expectations clearly with your family and friends about the need to study. This is critical. The next tip is to set up a designated study area. Make sure that it's comfortable and well lit, and you want to make sure you avoid studying on the couch or in the bed. When it's time to relax your brain, you might find it hard to focus and study the things you need to be studying. If you have tips that you'd like to share about studying best practice, please drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.